All right, guys, in this lesson, I'm going to be going over the value ladder and why this is important to get across to clients. All right? Now, this is not a concept I created. This is a very, very old concept back from before any of us were born. But it is a great concept to go over with your client so that they understand why you're doing what you're doing, okay? And we're going to use the crazy discount funnel as an example for this value ladder. There's a ton of different value ladders, but because that's the most basic and easiest type of Facebook ad to run for local, easy clients, this is going to be, you know, a very important thing to explain to your client. You can also do this you don't have to do it on a whiteboard. You can do this in like Google Slides and screen record it, put it on a little page. You can put it in your auto client acquisition funnel, and you can show them this. And you want to lead with this because they need to understand how they're going to make money off your Facebook ads. Otherwise, they're not going to want to hire you. They're not even going to want to try. They need to understand why they're going to make money and how. So let's go through this. So we're going to take a dentist as an example. Now, this right here is our Facebook ad, free low-cost teeth cleaning. So this would be our crazy discount funnel. We're going to offer free teeth cleaning or like a really, really low-cost teeth cleaning right here. So this part of the ladder, there's going to be like literally $0 made, all right? So they opt in to, you know, they register on your landing page to get the low-cost teeth cleaning. They come in to the dental office to get this offer. So right now the dentist is making $0. Okay, so I'm gonna just put like a bunch of faces right here, just a ton of them. Okay, so all these people, just a ton of people, you know, little smiley face. I'm not going to draw a smiley face for each one, but you get the point. All these people right here, all these circles are a person. They all opt in for this free or low-cost teeth cleaning, and this brings the dentist $0. In fact, it even costs them some money because they're running Facebook ads and paying you. So at this point, they're like, well, what the heck? I'm not making any money. All these people, you know, free, low-cost, I'm not making any money. Okay, here's the thing. All these people come in, right? Now, moving over, they get a cleaning every 6 months. So now, it's not a lot of money, but it's a little bit of money. And now you take this, and probably at least a little chunk of them end up doing that. They sign up maybe for a program to get a cleaning every 6 months. So the dentist would upsell them once they come in on something else. They don't just come in, clean their teeth, and let them leave. They want to, you know, look at their mouth, make sure there's no cavities, things like that. Say, hey, we have this, we have that. So the dentist says, oh, you know what? Your teeth could use a whitening. We have this whitening program. So this whitening program right here is worth a little bit more money than the cleaning every 6 months because it's a little bit more expensive for that. So now a few more people, not many, but a few more sign up to this. They keep checking. Perhaps, you know, they need a retainer. Now, retainer's even more money, okay? Keep going. Oh, you know what? You got a cavity. You got a cavity. You need to fix that, okay? That's even more money. Okay? Now, what happens if they need a crown or an implant? Okay? There's a lot of people here. Chances are at least one of these people need a crown or an implant. Okay, so now crown and implants, those can be like $3,000, you know, $5,000. That's a lot of money. And then of course you have lifelong customer. Even if they only get a whitening and a teeth cleaning every 6 months, if they go to that dentist for, you know, the next 20 years, that's a ton of money. Okay? Now, as we go through, all these people right here sign up for the free offer. And some of them just take the free offer. And then some of these people get not a huge offer, but they get maybe the whitening or the cleaning every 6 months. But most of them, that's where they stop. A few people might have, you know, maybe 2 people have cavities. Okay? But one of them has no interest in a crown or an implant. But then one single person needs a crown or an implant, and that's big money. Okay? So yeah, it started with all of these people, and as we went down, we've landed on one single person, or maybe it's 2 or 3, whatever, that spent all this money. Now you might say, well, why would we do this? We only got one customer that spent big money out of all these customers. But here's the thing. If it cost you $3, $4 per customer, and you sent 100 customers, so let's say it costs $400 in ad spend, and out of 400 people that signed up, most of them, did not get a crown. Maybe only one did. If that crown is worth $5,000, if whatever they get done on their mouth is worth $5,000, you just spent $400 to make $5,000. So mathematically, that's how you make money. It's the same thing. There's a very old example. McDonald's. McDonald's spends, I don't know the exact amount, but in advertising, I believe they spend like $1.84 to get someone through the drive-thru so they can sell them something that costs $1. But then when they buy something that costs $1, what do they end up doing? Oh, I want fries with that. I want a Coke with that. Oh, let me get an apple pie. That's where the profit comes in. So they're not going to make money on the front end. They're going to make money on the back end. And that's where you make a lot of money when you embrace the back end. So if 100 people come in and 30 get a whitening or a cleaning every 6 months, and 10 get a retainer, 5 people have a cavity, they need a filling, and 2 people need an implant or a crown, when you add all that money up, that's probably $10,000 in work altogether, or even, we'll say it's even $7,000. You spent maybe $500 to get $7,000 in revenue? That's insane. When you think about it like that, it's crazy. That's a lot of money for a very low ad cost. Okay, so this is the process of the value ladder. So you need to explain this to your customer, no matter who they are. Otherwise, if you just say, hey, look, we're going to spend money, you're gonna pay me, you're going to pay for Facebook ads just so you can get a bunch of people in for this offer that's not going to make you any money, they're going to be like, well, I'm not going to do that. That's crazy. So you have to pre-frame them, okay? You have to explain to them well before this point this process so that they understand that this is where the money's at. It's all mathematical, okay? You can't get mad if 10 people come in and 9 people take their free teeth cleaning and walk out, but 1 person gets a crown. You've made a ton of money. You don't get mad at the 9 people that walked out. You don't get mad that they left, because that 1 person spent $5,000 and you only spent $50 to get those 10 people there. That's the thing. It's all numbers, okay? It's not meant to be taken personally. I know there's a lot of business owners out there that don't like they have a lot of pride, so they don't like the idea of this. But this is business. This is math. This is simple marketing, all right? So what I'm trying to get across to you is, in some fashion or form, you must, this is an absolute must, you absolutely must explain this process and this concept to your client, especially if you're running a discount funnel. Okay, if you're running, coaching or something like that, it's a little different. But if you're running a simple discount funnel, you absolutely must get this concept across to your client, and your client must appreciate it. Otherwise, you're going to be in for a nightmare of a business arrangement with this client. Okay, they got to accept this before you start doing this stuff. Otherwise, you're going to have problems. All right. So a really good way to do that is make a little screen share video. Okay, and Google Slides, or I guess you could write it on a whiteboard like I'm doing now, and go through this and explain it to them. This concept has made a lot of Facebook ad clients money. One of my students, I believe she said she made she made like 20 grand off of $800 in ad spend or some crazy amount of money, and it's all due to this concept, okay? And it's not just me that teaches this. A lot of people teach this concept. This is a very simple concept. So the value ladder, get them in the door, and even if a small percentage of people buy the big offer, overall, you've still made a ton of money. Get this across to your client, and you'll have a much better time.